Hi, my name's Barry Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Range Rover Autobiography. Then I'll take you for a ride in it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a 4.4 ST V8 Autobiography, 2015 on a 65 plate, 54,940 miles, MOT'd until the 13th of the 12th 2021, last serviced on the 7th of the 12th 2020 at 52,963 miles, so just a couple of thousand miles ago. Fuel economy, urban 26.2 miles per gallon, extra urban 37.2 miles per gallon, combined is 33.6 miles per gallon. It has a 0 to 60 time of 6.5 seconds, a top speed of 130 miles per hour out of a 334 brake horsepower, 32 valve V8 engine. 6 months road tax is £187 and 12 months is £340. Now, to be honest, I can't remember feeling sad when we'd taken a car in, but this is my perfect car, I would say. It's got absolutely everything on that I'd want and that I'd order in a car, and I get to use it. I always like to have something to look forward to, and in the car job I always have. It reminds me of a Jack Nicholson film, As Good as It Gets, and it's kind of, what if this is as good as it gets? The car is absolutely beautiful. Cost over £100,000 new. It drives like a dream. As I say, it's got tremendous spec. The audio system cost £4,000 when it was new. And I just don't think we'll get another one in like this again. It's so much so that I don't really want to drive it because I know it's going to spoil me, and it's going to spoil me for all the cars we have in the future that I get to drive. So on that note, I'll show you around it and try and be a bit more cheerful. So we've got xenon headlamps, the power headlamp wash, front parking sensors. This car has also got 360 surround cameras, finished in Loire blue metallic with ivory leather. We have the 21-inch multi-spoke alloy wheels. It's sat on Pirelli Scorpion Verdes all round. The silver blades up the side, the full panoramic glass sunroof, and this is a tilt and slide one as well. Power folding door mirrors. It's got access height, so when you get out of the vehicle, or before you get out of the vehicle, won't be much good after you've got out, would it? But before you get out of the vehicle and you switch it off, it lowers, it puts it closer to the ground, easy to get out. But also, if that's not good enough for you, if I just open it there, you'll see it's got deployable side steps as well, and those, as soon as you pull the door handle from the outside or open it, they come out. And actually, these actually seem to deploy a little bit faster than the ones on the last car I had. So it's also got keyless go, keyless entry, keyless lock. Just lock it with your thumb, as long as you've got the key on you. Put your hand behind the door handle when you get back in, and the car opens as well. Rear privacy glass, we've got the gloss black trim all around the windows, and this continuation of the blade there, mud flaps. Honestly, the car is lovely. I've driven it up here this morning, 25 mile. You just float. It's beautiful. So we've got the remote boot release there. Back folds down, nice and sturdy enough for me to sit on. So it's got the hard rear load cover, which means you can put stuff on so that when you brake in a hurry, it all flies forward and hits everybody on the back of the head. Plenty of space in the back here. It's also got the electrically adjustable back seats, but not only do they adjust, you can also move them forward like so. Put them down, we'll just put that other one down, both going down there. Front seat goes forward as well. I'll just show you that from inside in a second, so you won't miss anything. There you go. We've got a detachable tow bar as well. Doesn't look like it's been used, and it's got a proper spare wheel, not an inflation kit. So really, as I say, it's just a really lovely thing. Great colour combination. To shut the back as well, well, let's just see. Reversing camera just in there, reversing sensors in the back there, the rear spoiler, colour keyed or colour coded rear spoiler. That's a brilliant feature, isn't it? But also you've got, here we go, you've got reclining seats here if you so desire. If you're sat in that side, you can just press that so the front passenger seat goes forward, and you can then recline the seat, put your legs out. I mentioned before the Meridian speakers and the, I think it's called the Reference, Meridian Reference. It's got 29 speakers, 2 subwoofers in it, speakers in the back seats here, and I like my music, not the modern stuff, the 80s stuff, or 80s crap as John refers to it, and 70s and 60s, and playing a record in it with it on too loud really, it feels like you're being punched. The subwoofer, you can actually feel it, and it's just a fantastic sound system. And I'll actually, that's just reminded me, I will demonstrate it, because it also demonstrates just how quiet the car is on the inside as well. And it's like a music chamber, it's lovely. The full glass panoramic sunroof with the tilt and slide section at the front. Piano black trim on the dash, the gear tunnel, the rear of the gear tunnel here where the passengers sit. And just to show you, this car hasn't been cleaned, and just to show you how well it's been looked after, the two, well, I can probably show you better here. That's just a blank for the power socket, but you know how new things come with the plastic still on them? Well, it's still on. It's just starting to peel off this one, and it's still on the other one. I would be very surprised if anybody's been sat in the back to use these electric seats. There you've got that needs a clean actually. You've got the rear armrest, something's been down there and never opened. As I say, we haven't touched it yet. This is just as we've got it. It's also got this lovely suede headlining as well. I mean, what a fantastic car to be a passenger in this. You just sat slightly above the driver and passenger there, so you've got a good view out. And even if you can't see forward, it's still nice, light and airy. You've got vents here. The Autobiography spec, it's just fantastic. Why anybody would want to take a Range Rover and then put one of them silly body kits on, I'll never know. So I'm going to take you riding it now, but first I'll try and demonstrate just how quiet the car is inside by demonstrating what you can't hear outside. So here we go, see if it works. So you can imagine what it's like inside. It's fantastic. I'll take you for a ride. The Range Rover keys there, foot on the brake, keyless go there, press the button, start the car. Top 5 accessories: heated steering wheel, heated seats, heated windscreen, what's that, 3 massage seats. I've had them on all the way to Lancaster. They're absolutely fantastic. There you go. Automatic or program, you can have the intensity up and down, and it just inflates cushions in the back of the seat. It's just tremendous. 5th accessory, you'd probably think it'd be something to make the car go faster, but it's not. My 5th favourite accessory would be a fantastic audio system. First car I ever bought cost me 75 quid, and my radio cost me 150. So that kind of puts my priorities in order, doesn't it? Not too good. Okay, let me tell you the service history. So here we go, we've got the full digital service history here, but I think I've got it in something a little bit easier to read. And when I was going through the specification, trying to remember all the stuff on these cars, it's virtually impossible. So I made some notes, and I just run out of space on the page. So here we go, the documented service history, the 9th of 12th 2016, at 17,479 miles, Stafford Land Rover. 22nd of 2nd 2017, at 20,833 miles, Stafford Land Rover. 5th of 12th 2017, at 26,687 miles, Stafford Land Rover. 6th of 12th 2018, 36,913 miles, Stafford Land Rover. 5th of 12th 2019, at 46,629 miles, Stafford Land Rover. 7th of 12th 2020, 52,963 miles, Stafford Land Rover. So only 2,000 miles ago. You say, but that's the service history record. This is the specification. So you've got, I mean, most of that's standard, but I'll show you when we're going. You won't be able to see this in the windscreen. It's got a laser holographic display, so heads-up display. So at the moment it's telling me 0 miles per hour, but it also tells you what gear you're in. There you go, that's saying neutral, drive, and then it'll also give you your next turns, your direction. If you set the sat nav, you can see there. It's just got so much stuff. I mean, it's got a TV. I forgot to photograph the TV even. But it's got so much stuff. It's got, you can have the TV on for the passenger, and the driver just sees the your sat nav, or can't see the TV at all. So you're not breaking any laws. Access height. So that's access height there. We're already down, but when we start going, there's an orange light on the dashboard there. When we start going, it'll go to normal height. Lane departure warning. Hasn't got lane departure warning because that's a silly accessory, but it's got blind spot monitoring system. Anybody in your blind spot at the back, it's not just a clever name, anybody in your blind spot, light warns you. It's the best accessory ever. Only a couple hundred quid, I think. If it was fitted to every car, I'd prefer to see it like the Volvo system, where that's on the inside, the warning is on the inside, so that I don't know, if your mirror's iced up, or somebody's kind enough to knock it off, then it doesn't cost you a fortune to replace your mirror. If your door gets damaged, then it's already too late for the car. But the massage seats, just heaven. There are electric memory seats to start off with. I think these have more positions. I mean, that you won't be able to see it, but the got kind of an up and down switch. Great description. And when I move that, the wings of the seat come into my back, fold in and keep me in position. So that's the wings, and then the rest I think is lumbar support. Different ones. Oh, hopefully that's not knocked my massage seats off. It's quite funny. I'm not suggesting for a second that you should be able to send text while you're driving, but here you can mess around with your massage seats, and as far as I know, that's reasonably legal to do. I was doing 42 miles an hour then. That's faster than I want to go along this road, really. But you just don't feel like you're moving. I need to get further back if I can. Further back, down. So we'll go down. The seat there, you can actually move. There you go, going forward. You can move the seat squab forward. So just get comfortable there. The seats. You'll certainly know all about the seats when I finish, won't you? And the seats must be glowing now, but they're also cooled. So in winter you can have the heat on. In summer it blows cool air through. And got the heated steering wheel, which I'm going to turn off as well because that's getting toasty. I should have perhaps parked up and just had a kit with me massage seats on. And the heads-up display, you know, especially if it's a motorbike coming towards you, you only need a second to take your eyes off the road. And you've got a second where you miss it, another second where the motorbike's in your A-pillar vision, or the vision that's obscured by your A-pillar, and then another second. I mean, how far can you have travelled? In a certain death corner, we'll just slow down here. There only seems to be me that finds this a precarious corner. Probably look a bit blurry-eyed this morning. The new season of Bosch came out yesterday on Amazon Prime TV. And I think there's 8-hour episodes, and I started watching it last night, and I couldn't go to bed till I'd finished it. So I'm just going to put my sunglasses on. Nothing coming either way. There we go. So again, here we've got your terrain response. That's just in automatic there, but if you take it out, you've got the usual things there. Select neutral for range change. So neutral, knock that on, and then that's off-road. Can you see it going up? So there we go. That's kind of off-road mode, way high up. I know somewhere where we could try that, but I don't know whether I fancy it in a £40,000 plus car. So I'm going to stop here again, put it back into neutral. Into neutral. We'll knock it out of that. There we go. Back into D and away. So you've got cruise control there. Just There you go, one touch. It's also Distronic cruise control that will keep your distance from the car in front. You can set it. Once you put it on, you can then move it. Let's just do that again. So it's there. So if I set that, I can then move like so. That's forward and down, or we're just over it in the cruise control now. So set, cruise speed set, and there we go. I can set the gap with these two buttons. Wow, look at that. What was that? It duck. It looked massive, whatever it was. So there we go. In the screen there, I can see in green the speed my cruise control is set to as well. We can see over most of the bushes, see what's coming. We've got sat nav there. You switch the TV on and the passenger can watch the TV. Car is just absolutely beautiful. Big front centre armrest here with a fridge in, and also a couple of USBs to plug your mobiles into. A Bluetooth hands-free, Bluetooth audio streaming. I mean, that bump there, it's a nasty bump. It's like a little humpback bridge, and you just float over it. I mean, it's just... The car is absolutely... It's like new. It's fully loaded. Everything you could possibly want. It's comfortable. So if you like music, it's the best you'll ever hear, I would think, in a car. You know, like Jack says, what if this is as good as it gets? I can't think of another car that I would rather go anywhere in. Oh, little wabbit there. A paddle shift here on the steering wheel. Change down on the left there. Command shift it's called. And I'm sure I read somewhere in the brochure that this is a command seat as well. It sets you up and further away from the road, and it really is. It's just lovely. So quiet. Big front central armrest here. Another one that you can adjust if you're, I suppose, if you're tinier and you can't reach over there. Fortunately, I can do everything. All the bad habits here. Elbows on the side. Let's just see if I do that. Power folding door mirrors. It's a beautiful suede headlining and lovely leather, and it's I believe the leather in this is called semi-aniline, not treated too much. You know, all the kind of character taken out of the leather with the treatment they give them. This is lovely. The perforations in the centre, that's the bit that allows the cool air to circulate through if you set it on cooling in the winter. I'll just show you the camera system. Hang on, I'll just pull over. So for instance, on your cameras, there, that's your junction view. So cameras at the front. When you're pulling out, you'll see that. So that camera must be at the front there, but you'll see that at the front side. Then you can curb view. There you can see where you're parking and how close to the curb you're getting. Oh, curb. And then you've got plan view. So there you go again. You can see in front of you. We'll just go up to this place here where you can see there's a gate there. That should just show. There we go. So at the side of you there, that's the gate just there, and the path leading into it. It's my day off today, and I'm very tempted to carry on up to the Lake District. It's not that far that way in this lovely car. Trying to make sure that I've shown you everything. As I say, memory seats. If I click memory 1, there's nothing coming in any direction, fortunately. So that's the person who's been driving this massive car before. That's and position 2. There you go, and I set position 3, but I didn't set it very well when I set out, so I still need to alter it. So if I alter that, get down. There you go. That's about it. Perhaps a bit further back, and then press the memory button. Press the 3 button. That's the memory set. You've also got height and reach adjustable, electronically adjustable steering wheel. That sets with the memory seats and also the mirror positions. So you can have 3 positions with the steering wheel, the seat, and the door mirrors. I mean, this road, these bumps normally, like so, you'd go over and boom, you'd really feel them. But this is just, it's just lovely. 4.4 engine. Was it 334 brake horsepower? This is the place for it, isn't it? There we go. We could have seen the pheasants then. And one of the things that does come in handy on roads like this, I'll just stop again and I'll put it back on the right. So if I put it back, what I want to do, is put it on the curb view. I'll just show you. So when you meet a car coming the other way and you want to know just how far over you can get without hitting anything, you scuffing the wall, you can see there right up to the very edge before you go onto the grass. So just show you so that's the sunroof, tilt and all the way back. Pull that forward again. That's it fastened. That should be the shade band. That's semi-see-through. You'll see here when we go past this car. There you go. That's the side, the junction cameras. Put it in hill descent here. So we're in hill descent, 2.5 ton car. Feet off the brake and the accelerator, and it's just letting me come down at a safe pace. Obviously it's not meant for tarmac road, but you can also imagine here, if it's in the winter when it's snowing or icy, then I would think that's a godsend. I'll just stop and we'll get out of hill descent. So hill descent off. Actually, we'll just put it in the other. We'll just put it in so neutral. Click on that. Low range selected. Suspension blowing up. We'll put it in drive, and that looks like it's got just about everything selected. And there we go. Again, we've got hill descent on high range as well. So I have got a perfect place in mind, and one of my viewers has suggested I use it for 4-wheel drives, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, hang on. I'll just let this car go by. They're in a hurry. They don't have hill descent. Put that back in neutral. Switch that off. Back into drive. Here we go. A cyclist. The sheep and the cyclist and the car all came together at the same point in the road. What's the odds of that? Hopefully there's nothing coming the other way. There we go. Oh, they're only asleep, don't worry. Don't panic. All the sheep are asleep. It's not Wayne Rooney. I know I go on a lot about stuff that's not needed and shouldn't have been invented in cars, all electrical things, but Range Rovers, I mean, just look at this, how clean, precise everything is and functional. Everything just to hand, everything you need, the electrical things, that I could do without. If I'm honest, I can do without that. But things like your folding mirrors, the blind spot warning, just invaluable really. Sat nav's handy. You can plug your phone in here. There's also an app, Range Rover Control, Land Rover Control, whatever it is, and you can well, I'll show you. there should be a little pull off here. But you can download an app, put your chassis number in. It may be, unless it's a new car, it may be that the previous owner's still registered. You then have to ring Land Rover up to ask them to take the previous owner's name off it so you can register it. They'll tell you it'll be done by the close of business that day. It won't be, so you have to ring them again the next day and they're engaged. So plus you've also, you can't just get away with it as easy as that. Even if there's a video of you on the internet for 30 minutes and it's advertised on your website, you've got to email them proof that the vehicle's yours. In our case, we had to, the logbook wasn't enough. We had to send them a purchase invoice. Now, I don't know about you, but even a 5-year-old these days can knock up a purchase invoice. I think they'd struggle a little bit more with a logbook, and they'd probably even struggle more to actually video it themselves in the car for 30 minutes and take 100 photos of it on your pitch and you driving it. But anyway, with data protection these days, it's crazy. So once it's in your name, I'll just take all that off. This is the other car that I'm just using at the moment. So there you go. It's Land Rover Remote, and basically it tells you when it gosh, but I've got no internet here. But anyway, so there you go. So it tells you how much fuel's in the car. It's locked but not alarmed. That means I've not pressed the remote twice, which is a bit remiss of me. And that would tell me my journeys if I had any internet signal. And it tells you how many miles you did. It even shows you where you've been. Still getting latest journeys, but registration number and so on, vehicle health report. So it gives you all these things. Service due on my other car, which will be done because I actually sold it yesterday. And let's just go back here. There, so there's all the journeys I've done in it. So if I click on that one, for instance, there you go. It shows you where I went, duration of the journey, average speed, distance, and the miles per gallon. So you've got all those, especially if you use the car for work, and you can even send it to yourself or send it to somebody else, send it to somebody who does the wages. So there you go. I'll finish the test drive there really. Absolutely awesome car, over £100,000 new, and it's a bargain really. You wouldn't get anything that drives better than this, certainly not on roads like this, that would keep your family safe, that's reasonably good on fuel, fairly cheap to tax for the size of the vehicle. That's one of my cameras overheating. Again, always makes me think about electric cars. What happens when your electric car overheats? These are tiny batteries, they're like so. They've just been switched on for half an hour, if that, and it's overheated and switched off. Get yourself a 4.4. We'll go anywhere. We'll wade through 900 millimeters of water. When electric cars, the battery gets wet, they blow up. What a fantastic car. As I say, it's really strange. Loads of Range Rovers. We've had loads in the garage. We sell lots of them. but I don't think we'll ever get one like this again. So get it while you can. Thanks for watching.